In order to comprehend the second stanza, we have to imagine a huge tree whose roots are set deep down in the ocean and the leaves extend up to the uppermost limit of the sky. So you can imagine that and then look at the beautiful stanza on thou on whose stream amid the steep sky's commotion loose clouds like earth's decaying leaves are shed, shook from the tangled bows of heaven and ocean, angels of rain and lightning there are spread on the blue surface of thine airy surge, like the bright hair uplifted from the head of some fierce Maenad, even from the dim verge of the horizon to the zenith's height, the locks of the approaching storm, thou dirge of the dying year, to which this closing night will be the doom of a vast sepulchre, vaulted with all thy congregated might of vapours, from whose solid atmosphere black rain and fire and hail will burst, O here. See, once you imagine the huge tree which stretches from deep down the ocean to the upper limits of the sky, he says, thou on whose stream amid the steep sky's commotion, there is the sky on which you can find loose clouds. This imaginary tree will have clouds like leaves on earth. They will be clouds. They are hanging like earth's decaying leaves are shed, and they are shook from the tangled bows of heaven and ocean. They are stretched far and wide. See the beautiful imagination of the clouds on that imaginary tree and the clouds shedding down upon the earth. They are angels of rain and lightning. They signal that there will be rain and lightning. They are spread on the blue surface of thine airy surge. They are spread on the sky, like bright hair uplifted from the head of some fierce Maenad. You see, these clouds are spread. There's another simile, like the head of some fierce Maenad. Maenad is the god of wine, and fierce Maenad because under the influence of wine and they start moving their heads and you have these images here. They are quite familiar, and it's that bright hair uplifted from the head of some fierce Maenad, because Maenad is the follower of the Bacchus, the god of wine, and makes a frenzied move. So the clouds move in a similar way. Even from the dim verge of the horizon to the zenith's height, that is, from bottom to top, horizon to the zenith, to the uppermost limit, the locks of the approaching storm. What are they? When you have lots of cloud bringing in rain and lightning, you will see there will be a storm also. It's the signal of an approaching storm. He then goes on to call the west wind the dirge of the dying year, the song, the funeral song of the dying year, to which the closing night will be the doom of a vast sepulchre vaulted with all thy congregated might of vapours. First, the poet calls the west wind the dirge of the dying year, And then he goes on to say that the closing night will be the cover, the dome of a vast sepulchre that is, and it is vaulted with all thy congregated might. And the wind is so fierce that the dome is fully covered due to the force of the wind. And what does it have? It is full of vapors. If there are vapors, then what will happen? There will be rainfall, from whose solid atmosphere black rain and fire and hail will burst over here. From the solid atmosphere of these vapors, there will be black rain and fire and hail and hailstorm that will burst down. Got it?